to the Red Wing Homeless Committee update. Jack Norgard and members of the homeless response team will be providing an update.
Good evening. I'm Jerry O'Rourke, 4200 West, 4207 Hickory Street. I'm going to introduce Joanne. Joanne McNamara is the point person for 90% of the homeless in Red Wing. She works for Hope Coalition, and if anybody knows of a homeless person, Joanne's the one that gets the call. And she tries to meet with them and take care of their minimal needs. We're here to ask you to continue your support as you have our last fiscal year. You granted us, the Homeless Committee, $20,000, and we hope you would do that again this year. I can give you a short report, and then I'll hand out this material, and maybe you have questions for Joanne. So far, our fiscal year runs from October 1st to October 1st. So far, this fiscal year, we have 611 bed nights that we paid for. 611. The average stay is maybe 2 to 3 nights. And most of those nights are spent at the Parkway Hotel. So we've served about 180 people. And that includes, that's 60 more people than last year. 60 more. So the problem is here. We cannot avoid it anymore. Generally speaking, we raise about 15 to 20,000 ourselves through speaking to churches or individuals. And so, and then the city, like I said, the city donated to us last year also, and we hope that you would continue that. I'm going to hand out these 2 reports. I think there's enough for, I think I have about 10 of them. Where should I start? There?
Thank you.
Take one of each.
I will.
One of these sheets explains what we did with the city's contributions, strictly the city's. The other sheet explains what we've done with all of our money raised in Red Wing. Okay? I'm not going to say much more, but maybe you have questions. And Joanne's here because she knows the numbers better than I do. So,
Mr. President? I see on one of the handouts you gave us that the Hope Coalition Homeless Program Funds provides the City of Red Wing for rental of the Parkway Motel?
Yes.
If the Parkway Motel was not available or becomes not available, what is Plan B?
if it's not available, you said?
Yes. Well, folks camp, especially during the warmer months. In the winter, there is no Plan B.
One of our long-range goals was to find and get open a permanent shelter. However, we haven't had much luck on that. We've looked at many places, and it's either way above our funding ability, or it's in an area that just won't work for homeless. So, but if do you think the Parkway is going to close? Yes? You say you think the Parkway is going to close?
I don't know. I just wonder if there's a plan B.
Yeah.
If you're dependent on one site and that site, for whatever reason, becomes unavailable.
I think it's for sale. Somebody can come up with a lot of money. We'll be willing to help you run it.
Kevin?
So Jerry, I know you said your long-term strategic plan is to look for a shelter. And, one of the things that I looked at in this report is that I understand the need. The need is obvious, and the need is, and it's like triage. You need to handle the need now, and you have a place. But I would really kind of say that I've been kind of looking at what are some of the options maybe, and one of the things that I found very compelling recently was that a lot of communities are investigating like very teeny houses as shelters that are almost like very teeny mobile homes. And so I just throw out ideas because it seems that that way of paying for hotel rooms is, over the long horizon is not a very efficient use of funds, and and not even a great use of being able to get people back on their feet in certain ways. And so, but it is triage and it needs to happen, and I believe in the mission. And I want to say, any way we can rethink the shelter problem to come at it from a different way of looking at it, to say, how can we solve it? What are other communities are doing that are positive, that may be less financially, such a huge financial hit as like taking on a full new shelter? That's a huge deal. But maybe a few small, teeny houses, that might be a lot more financially feasible. Anyways, I throw that out as ideas to think about for the future.
Thank you. It's been suggested. Thank you. Another possibility is I understand there's a few churches in town that are trying to work out a rotating kind of system where the homeless would put up the homeless for a while, and then they would move to another church, or another church. I don't know the exact details. I think Jack knows them better than I do, Jack Norgard. But that is presently in the works. Okay.
Could I just speak to this?
It's your podium.
I want to let you know that the majority of people that we work with, they have income. It's just not enough to cover a month living at the Parkway. We have a lot of senior citizens on Social Security. We have the working poor. We have families. Almost everybody we work with has some income, and so with these funds, with a lot of them, we're able to supplement that and get them through the month, especially in the winter months. So the shortage of housing in Red Wing is changed the face of homelessness in this community. And so we still have the people that are struggling. They are experiencing homelessness because of many different reasons, but we have a whole new group of people that are experiencing homelessness due to the lack of affordable housing.
John, do you have a question?
I just wanted to add, this is very timely. We're talking numbers and cents, dollars and cents on Wednesday, so this is great. And these are hard numbers. These are great. I wish I'd see more of this, specific results. So this is great. And I do want to take just a moment to thank both Jerry and Jack and Joanne, the 3 J's. Because this is a tough problem. And so I've received 3 phone calls since I've been on City Council. And in all cases, there were emergency situations. They had no place to go for the night. I mean, that's how urgent it was. The first time I sent them to you, or I tried to send them to you at least, I think they connected with you. You never find out. And the second time I went to the police, and the third time they just fell off the map, whatever. You couldn't connect. So what is appropriate? What would be the first? Should we go to the police first?
Yes, in the evenings and on weekends, the police have vouchers from the Salvation Army. But during the week, call Hope Coalition.
Okay. Anyways, thank you again very much.
Can I just, not all these people are here about the Barn Bluff. I just want you to know there's a number of people here that came to support the homeless request. Can I see your hands? Those that are
Wow.